200 billion trillion stars, 10,000 billion habitable planets. This is what is contained within the part of the universe that is observable by humans. And even though our most powerful telescopes cannot even give us blurry images of these planets, we can use the knowledge we gathered and the imagination we have to accurately predict roughly almost all different kind of exoplanets that exist out there. So if you're someone who imagines what the view of the night sky would be from a forest on a distant, lush green, habitable planet, what constellations would such a planet have? And what kind of animal sounds you would be hearing sitting in this unfamiliar world at night, then make sure to watch this video till the end. Remember, each and every planet has some basic characteristics which are either hazardous or favorable for supporting life, and this video will contain all different kind of planets, some lush with forests and life while others completely sterile. But if you know about these basic characteristics, you'll be able to predict where the planet is located in the solar system, how old it is, what its composition is, and so on. These characteristics are the following. 1. Location in the solar system. If a planet is near its sun, obviously it will be either a ball of lava or be extremely hot. And if a planet is far away, it usually is very cold or covered in snow. So in this video, when a planet comes which is too hot or too cold, you can roughly predict its position relative to its sun. 2. The age of the planet. Planets that are newly formed or are in their initial stages usually are sterile and have a barren surface. They usually also have too many active volcanoes on their surface as well. As the planet ages, it becomes cooler, but this is not the case always. Some planets have geological patterns like Venus, which keep them super hot even while being old and roughly in the Goldilocks zone. 3. Magnetic field. If you see a planet that is cooled down, is old, has no geological activities which are destroying its atmosphere, but the planet looks barren and devoid of liquid water or life, you can safely assume that such planet does not have active cores which could create magnetic fields to protect its atmosphere. Therefore, it's barren because its star's harmful winds have wiped away everything from its surface simply because it lacked a good magnetic field to protect it. The perfect example for this would be our neighbor Mars. These are just the 3 most basic characteristics, and there are a lot others, but now let's jump right into the specific kind of planets that exist. 1. Hollow planets. This unusual world may seem lifeless, but deep under its surface there are huge habitable cavities with a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. In these vast underground caverns, ecosystems have evolved independently from the harsh exterior conditions. Illuminated by bioluminescent plants and animals that communicate through intricate patterns of light. And this is not the only hollow world we've found so far. Meet the next planet in our list, the infernal hollow world. The huge cavities and tunnels beneath the surface of this molten planet are likely a result of the activity of the hydrosphere of this world, which once occupied a significant part of it. As a result of tectonic changes and a sharp overheating of the surface, a network of closed caves formed. Surprisingly, under the surface of this blazing hell, there is a hidden world with a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. The extremophilic biosphere is mainly composed of the simplest life forms that maintain the delicate balance of this world. All of this shocking enough until we found the next hollow exoplanet, which would be best referred to as a subglacial world. Under the ice of this frozen world lies a hidden network of giant caves and oceans reaching deep into the planet's crust. As shocking as it may appear, it is not that different than Enceladus, the moon of Saturn, which has an icy crust with a liquid water ocean under it. No life forms have yet been discovered on this subglacial world. 2. Tidally locked planets. This world is tidally locked around its star, meaning that one side always has daylight while the other is locked in eternal darkness. If life exists here, it is likely limited to the twilight belts where the 2 sides meet. The second tidally locked planet we've got is called the Flaming World. This tidally locked planet is too close to its star. Even on the twilight belt, life is extremely difficult due to hellish heat and strong winds. A fiery storm is constantly raging on the sunny side, and rivers of lava flow into the valleys from high plateaus. And the final tidally locked planet we've got is the Eyeball World, where a violent sea storm eternally rages on. While the ocean boils on the day side, the ice forming in the night side melts and crumbles in the twilight zone as the ice wall is pressed and moved by the winds. Life may exist in its ocean where both sides' water meets and creates a pleasant temperature for life to thrive. 3. The green planets. Mushroom world. The biosphere of this cold world consists mainly of the fungal life forms that have adapted well to harsh conditions. The giant mushroom forests are a complex network of vibrant ecosystems separated by swampy tundra and windy wastelands. Similar to this mushroom world is the tropical planet that has been dubbed Megaflora World because its stuffy, dense jungle and giant creeping roots cover the entire surface. The rich flora of this world shows incredible tenacity and growth rate in attempts to take possession of any free area of space. With such aggressive spread of local vegetation, the development and maintenance of infrastructure is a very difficult task, much like what humans have to deal with on the Pandora in the movie Avatar. The final green world we've got is another tropical world, but it's not so friendly to life as the previous one. Millions of years ago, this planet was a flourishing paradise with rapidly growing fauna that rapidly filled all living space. Even the oceans could not withstand the biomass pressure. The planet began to turn into a rapidly growing and decaying swamp. Heavy poisonous gases produced by the decaying swamps filled all the lowlands. On the surface of the planet, only safe islands of life in the highlands have survived, separated by toxic swamps, where only the most adapted representatives of flora and fauna live. Planet 10th, Sea of Consciousness. At planet number 10, we're going to tell you about considerably the most mysterious planet humans have discovered so far. Though the nature of this planet's sea eludes us, it is somehow, unquestionably, alive. Thoughts, visions, and impulses like soft songs dance in the minds of organic beings who come into contact with it. From this point forward, instead of looking at multiple examples of each planet, we'll only look at one planet of each type. Number 11. Geothermal planet. A tundra world. This world would be another frozen ball in infinite space, but the incredible activity of the planet's geosphere has done its job. Many areas of this planet are completely free of ice, giving way to a landscape of hot springs and frequent geysers. The animal and plant life of the planet is just awakening to its paradisiac future. Number 12. Adiabatic planet. A desert world. Overly active mountain building in the past has trapped the planet's initially meager hydrosphere. As a result of constant processes of cooling and compression of moisture in the upper atmosphere, most of the planet is in the rain shadow. Rare life exists near bodies of water, while 90% of the surface is very dry desert. Number 13. Panthalassic planet. An ocean world. This planet is completely devoid of land. The entire surface of the planet is one enormous, constantly moving ocean. Construction of buildings on this planet is possible only on the ocean bed or on specially built floating platforms. Number 14. Ash planet. A sterile world. This rocky world is going through an acute phase of a global volcanic winter. Active tectonic processes on the planet have stopped, but the atmosphere is heavily polluted with ash and sulfurous gases. The dense cover of volcanic emissions has led to an anti-greenhouse effect, and sunlight hardly reaches the surface. Number 15. Lava planet. An extreme world. The entire surface of this planet has turned into a huge lava cauldron. Hundreds of volcanoes simultaneously eject magma onto the surface, which spreads over the surface and forms whole seas of hot rock. Due to pollution by volcanic outburst, the scarce nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere is almost unsuitable for breathing. And on some wretched pieces of land, a unique life has even survived, which was able to adapt to monstrous conditions. Number 16. A fallout planet. This world has just recently experienced a nuclear apocalypse that set off a chain reaction that is rapidly destroying the planet's ecosystem. Massive radioactive contamination of the environment has led to the almost total extinction of life. There is practically no place left that would not be touched by the man-made disaster. The planet is on the brink of destruction. Number 17, and the last one in this video, is a picturesque planet that is the result of a global terraforming project that has turned this world into a beautiful idol for all forms of life. The multitude of biomes with unique ecosystems is striking, but there are virtually no minerals. And that is all for the today's video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to my channel and like the video. Also, if you want a part 2 of this video, feel free to comment down below. Until next time, take care.